Hey everyone, it's Ryan with Invicta. Thank you for being here tonight. Being that there is no power play, but it's Diamond Day at Shop HQ. I know there have been some amazing shows here going along during the course of the day. We decided, hey, let's just get Ryan's computer fired up. Let's give him some access to Shop HQ's YouTube account, and let's show some diamond watches here tonight. So genuinely appreciate each and every one of you for being here for the course of the show. I know we have a few dozen of you already. Holy cow. Yeah, 40 of you already. So thank you for being here. So we're going to go through, I have a number of different watches that we'll go through. Maybe I'll just kind of give you a little sneak peek here. Got some over here, have some more over there. And we'll just go through and I'll put up the little links on the chat here. And if you guys want to make a purchase on one of those watches here tonight, we'd love it. And you would love that watch too. So just a few of you guys, some shout outs here. Nightwing is here. Get Rich is here. Mike Smitten by Invicta. Vic is here. Watching Out is here. The Godfather, Sheldon and Richard also. I know Smitten is here, Invicta Mike, and also Bob Cohen. Bob actually won a watch last night over on the Bulldog channel. So you guys maybe even go to Bulldog after this. I think they're having a bunch of different electronics and such here tonight. So let's, without further ado, just start with the show. So remember, tonight is all based on diamond timepieces. And so I'm going to put up here the link really quick to the first item in the hour, and that is actually going to be a 54 millimeter Pro Diver with some diamonds on. I believe the link should be there for you guys. And here we go. There are 4 different color choices that we have going along. And this is item number 682202. Otherwise, you can just click on that link that I provided there in the chat. And we have a couple different color options. First of all is the gold tone blue. So it's gold tone going through the center along with a blue bezel and also a blue dial on the inside here with the mother of pearl. Second option is going to be the gold tone. Gold tone, you'll see it's really just that monochromatic look, a little bit with that more of a little bit of a gray dial on the inside. Remember, this is that 54 millimeter. Third color choice, we're going to call the rose tone that goes along with the black. Rose tone for the center link, not quite a black dial on the inside. I'd say it's a little bit more of that stormy cloud cover gray on the inside for the dial. And finally, the last color choice, so we'll focus on this for a little bit, is the silver tone black variation. Just really more of that classic style that you'll find here for a timepiece with that just goes along really nice with everything. So again, it's item number 682202 if you want to just write that down. Otherwise, just click on that link I put up underneath the Shop HQ. But it looks as though we are the most limited in that rose tone black. So that's this color variation right here. But really going from the stems of Invicta when AL launched this watch back in 1991, the company, this is that same style today that is just coveted by so many, including myself. It's just done in that larger size at that 54 millimeters. And you'll be able to see we include in those solid link designs that are going all the way through that 3-link classic design. We include micro adjustments. They're a part of the clasp enclosure, but then it's that grade A mother of pearl that's on the inside of the timepiece here. So you're going to have that beauty within that watch. And for tonight, it is $79.33. Excuse me, 36 cents. But if you want to break that down, that's about $13.22 on the interest-free value pays. Now, being this is that night that's full of diamonds, we're going to say on the inside of in each and every one of these different models or these different color options, there are 12 different diamonds at all of our positions. This is operated on a quartz movement, so that's a battery-operated movement, so there's no winding involved when it comes to this timepiece. And then we also include in that little magnification window right over here. So it's very, very easy to be able to read and tell that calendar date. So maybe you have that 40 millimeter, that original 8926 OB. This is just done in that super size, about a ½ inch larger, which is actually pretty dramatic. To just put things in comparison, this is going to be the next watch, but this is a 38 millimeter. So you can see what the difference is in terms of about 14 millimeters right there. It's actually pretty dramatic in terms of that. And I like to say too, we didn't forget about the ladies tonight. We do have watches for the women also. And ironically enough, I'm looking at everything. Everything happens to be diamonds. I mean, excuse me, diamonds, but then also bracelets. So no leather straps tonight. no silicone bands that are all a part of it. So let's see. Oh, yep. Mike is asking about what's on my wrist here. I can't really say yet, but I'll say that it's coming up on December 1st. So you guys want to take note, something totally brand new. I know some people are guessing that maybe it's something new from the Thunderbolt collection. It is not. It is something that I believe we're going to make a new collection, entire collection out of here. And that will debut on December 1st. So stay tuned to my Instagram account. That's Invicta Ryan on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll be posting some more photos of this watch here so you can get a little bit of a better view. So we'll go through this watch one more time. I'll show you the color options, and then we're going to move on to a watch that's a little bit more for the women. So hi, Ryan W. Thank you for joining the chat here. Dark Child is here. John Parkus, thank you for being here also. So many of you on tonight. We genuinely appreciate it. So we'll go through the color options once more, and then I'll move on. So this is item number 682202. The price tonight is $79.36. But again, take advantage of the value pays, $13.22. You just add on the shipping and handling, any applicable tax within your state, and you get this watch home. So we're looking at the silver tone black. Then this is the most limited that we have. This is referred to as the rose tone that goes along with the black. However, that dial is more of a stormy gray that you'll find on the inside. Then we have the gold tone that has about the same color, mother of pearl, on the inside of the timepiece here. Just all completely drenched with that 18 karat gold. The final color choice is more of a classic. Whereas that two-tone that carries along with the blue, but it's not that Invicta blue. It's a little bit more of that cornflower blue for the bezel of this watch. And then, of course, again, within that dial. Maybe I'll just see if I can put it on my wrist real quick, and then we'll move on. There you go, right there. Let's see, any more comments? DT Warrior, thank you for being here. Tim Pens, can you show us the back of the watch, please? Of course. I'll show you the back of the watch here. I'm just working with my cam. I think I have to go this way. You can see right there. Gives you all the different specifics about the timepiece. Okay, you guys, we're going to move on to the next item here for the show. You are welcome, Tim. I have that very one, Invicta John says. So let me just get the link here for the next item that's coming up. And it's going to be a 38 millimeter, we'll say women's pro diver, but it can also be for the guys or even for the teens out there too, if you don't prefer the larger timepieces. So I'm just going to hit my reset on my timer here. Okay, and here is the item coming up. So this is that 38 millimeter Pro Diver. Love this watch. I bought a number of these last year, have given them out as gifts over time. And we have two different color choices that are actually available. The gold tone is actually sold out, but we have the rose tone variation and also the silver tone variation. The item number is 675810, and here is the link for it right now. If you would like to click on the link and get into one of these watches. Oh shoot, it went too far. Give me 1 second. I think the, 1 second. Okay, this should work here. Okay, there we go. So this is item number 675810. The price today actually is $59.93. The value pays are $9.99. This is an item to definitely stock up on because it is that classic diver, just as we showed before. What we have inside of each one of these different color choices are 11 different diamonds for the hour markers. Every single hour marker, except for that hour marker at the 3 o'clock position where we actually are including in that calendar date of the month. Beautiful grade A mother of pearl on the inside, the highest grade quality mother of pearl, upgraded flame fusion crystal. And with this watch too, the level of integrity and the craftsmanship in the build, this is 200 meters of water resistance. So not only are you just gifting beauty, but you're also gifting quality with this timepiece. So think of those special people in your life that could use an Invicta timepiece such as this. That's going to be extremely durable. It's going to be functional and also fashionable. Let's see, any comments here that are going on? Any questions from anybody? As I can see, Captain Photon, how did Zimmer get the night off? That's a good question. I have to see how he did that. Bad to the Bone says, hey, Ryan, not to change the subject, but can you tell me with the Venom hybrid, if movement coming Up really 62 millimeter, my mistake. Not quite understanding that question. You can retype it here in just a moment. So again, I think we're just doing a couple minutes on this and double checking. So we're going to wrap this one up. But you guys, here's that silver tone variation. That's a little bit more subtle. The blue cabochon that's a part of it. Here's that rose tone. I mean, that's a beautiful color option there too. Generous bracelets all the way up to about 8.5 inches can get into these watches. And again, the price tonight, $59.93, or you can bring that home for a value pay about $9.99. The rose tone right here, this is the least in quantity. So we're going to keep on moving on. Let's see. Nate Johnson says, Ryan, that first 54 millimeter watch, does that size come in an automatic as well? We have had different pro divers. We've had the Grand Pro Diver or the Grand Divers before in that 54 millimeter, and that was we've done that with the NH35A. I actually have one of those myself. So we're going to move on. We're going to add a little extra bling to this next presentation. Let me hit reset and start. This is going to be, I have to get the link up for it here. This is going to be the 47 millimeter Grand Diver, and this thing is just completely loaded with diamonds. I'll put up the link right here. Here's the link right now in the chat. And this is item number 679141. This is that 47 millimeter Grand Diver. We're talking about 3.35 carats of ice all the way around this. The price tonight is $1,595, but of course, the value pays that you can exercise would be about $265.83. However, I don't have the math in front of me, but I believe if you use your Shop HQ card, you can actually bump that 6-month interest fee payments all the way out to 18 months. I think the price is over $699 if you want to do that. But look at this. We're talking about 798 diamonds. And when we do diamonds, just as what's shown in tonight, we do have a couple that have diamonds inside and out, but this is the only watch of the evening that actually has diamonds for the dial, diamonds going around the bezel, and then diamonds you'll be able to see on both the lugs and also down the first 3 center links of the timepiece here, all drenched in gold tone for this. We have subdials that are also done in that mother of pearl. I think this looks exquisite. And this is that Ronda Z60. I'm going to put this watch on my wrist because I just want to check that out. I mean, I love the diamonds. The diamonds just look amazing. I have a few different diamond timepieces myself. I'm really, really growing fond of them out there. And here's the thing. If you want a safe bet for a timepiece that you want to invest into, something like this. It's the most expensive watch of the show. I understand that. Everybody at the network does. But this is a style that we've had for 30 years, 29 years to be technical, 30 years next year. We're still selling this style. Collectors are still picking up on it. And so if you want to invest into a timepiece that's just going to look great on the wrist for your lifetime, this would be something to look at. It is that iconic Pro Diver design. Now, some people ask if it's that Grand Diver, it's that Pro Diver. So you'll be able to see just all the sparkle, all that shine from the pave that goes around for the complete dial, for the bracelet, and also then for the bezel. Let's see. Oh, Jimmy asks, I posted on Instagram a money hydroplated timepiece. That was actually on the Hydromax. Item number on, or when that debuts, I haven't heard yet. I will check on that, but I will be posting that again on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Actually, there are a couple more out there that I just haven't posted. Some really, really cool designs that you guys are going to like. So any other Packers lost today? I guess it's time to take my Packers Sea Hunter off is what Watching Out says. Jim asks, are there any Damascus steel pieces coming? The answer is I don't believe so. However, I have been had a couple meetings, and here's the thing, you guys. I appreciate all your ideas and your suggestions for timepieces. I met with the vice president of watches at Shop HQ. His name's Dustin. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him. We went through and we started to design a lot of different watches here coming up, a lot thanks to you guys. If you have an idea for an Invicta watch or something like that, please send me a personal email. My email address is invictacollectors@gmail.com. And I keep everything in my iPad, and then I go and meet with Dustin, and we start going through and see if some of the ideas can come to fruition. And believe me, they definitely do. All right, let's talk about this watch for another minute or two. So this is that 47 millimeter pro diver. This is a size that everybody can wear. That includes me, that includes you, that basically includes anyone you know. That 47 millimeter, the way how we've designed this watch, that's just gonna hug around the wrist, the solid links that carry around and wrap around the wrist that have quite a versatile reach, whether if your wrist is smaller or your wrist is larger, this watch will definitely accommodate. Today is for $1,595. Valley pays are $265.83. But again, use that Shop HQ card. I believe they'll give you an extra year of financing interest free. So it basically takes that down to maybe about 85 bucks a month to get into a caliber timepiece like this. Okay, we have, this is the only one here, less than a couple dozen that are left. We are going to move on. Next watch is going to be a big watch. I'm going to get the link here ready for that. You know, Shaquille O'Neal, it was pretty funny. I saw he carried one of our great prep cooks at Shop HQ. Her name is Pat, and picked her up and got a picture of it. So she's so sweet, and I know that meant a lot to her. So that was on one of the cooking show. Captain Photon says, any R150s tonight? There are not. Basically, I think we have all quartz movements except for one that's coming up at the end. So the next watch we're coming up with is Shaquille O'Neal timepiece. This is a big watch. And for some reason, I had my scale, have it right here. However, it says low. Batteries are low. So that'll have to be next time. I'll get some new batteries for that. So we're coming out with this next timepiece, and I'll put the link in right now. Give me 1 second. Okay. This is one of the watches from Shaquille O'Neal that he has partnered with on us. This is the 60 millimeter bolt Swiss quartz with almost 3/4 of diamonds. We have two different color choices. This is going to refer to as the black. Even though it's completely drenched in the gold tone, we're calling it the black because the cable is actually black on it. So that is that first option. The second option that's available for this variation is the silver tone. And I believe this is it right here because it's a silver tone cable. So you can see just a slight difference between the two in terms of the cable. We'll focus on the black one here, but you'll be able to see what's pretty cool about this watch. I mean, this is a completely new design for us in 2020. Making new designs, you know, just as we showed with the Pro Diver before, almost 30 years with this, we're still selling it out there. That's what makes us so diverse as a company. Now, here's what you're getting into. I mean, this is a massive 60 millimeter. This is a big, big timepiece. I left my calipers at work, but I'm thinking this watch does weigh over a pound. This thing is a monster. And in terms of diamonds, I mean, we're talking about all the diamonds, diamond count. We're looking at 3/4 of a carat, about 94 diamonds. Make this up in terms of the dial of the timepiece here for this watch. So you'll be able to see the different stations that are just coated here with the diamonds that carry all the way through. The diamonds that are also part of the dial on the inside also. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. As I mentioned, it's over a pound in terms of weight for this timepiece. The black and the silver tone. The cable is about that 5 millimeter cable that's semi hidden from those different stations that come around for the lugs. And then if you notice right here too, this is actually carbon fiber, that pin that goes all the way through. So you have the gold tone, the carbon fiber, you have the diamonds that are all included with this Shaquille O'Neal timepiece. I'll try to get up as close as possible so you can appreciate the dial on the inside. So again, another amazing build, another amazing design with us and also Shaquille O'Neal. So again, we just have the two color choices. We have the black right here, and I'll show you the silver tone. Silver tone variation, we have the silver cable that goes all the way around. Massive timepiece. I'll put it on my wrist one time here, and then we'll get out the door. But yeah, this thing is big. But I guess Shaquille O'Neal is pretty big guy himself. So you can see, I can still wear this. See how it goes over? See how versatile everything is? Big watch, heavy watch, no getting around that. Let me tell you, what an eye catcher on the wrist. That feels good. All right, let me see if there are any other comments here. When Godfather says, when Shaq comes out with the 50 millimeter Grand Diver with an R150, it will be called the Godfather Special. I love that. That's great. Okay. Let me hit stop. We're going to go on to the next, which is also another Shaquille O'Neal item. This is and I'll have to get that link here. Just bear with me. It's kind of interesting that I have to do this all myself and try to get everything linked up for you guys, but it's actually pretty fun. Okay, the next item here we're going to go into, that is going to be item number 680655, another Shaquille O'Neal timepiece. Check this out. I'll put in the link here right now for you. Oops. Go through it 1 second. And see. All right, here's the watch. I just put in the link right now. This is another 60 millimeter, 1.4 carats on this timepiece. This is a beast. I mean, check out the bling that carries along with it. There are 3 different color choices. This happens to be the gold tone. The second color option happens to be the rose tone variation. Third color choice, violet color choice, we're calling this a silver tone. So we're really kind of going by the dominant color of the bracelet. So we have the silver tone here, we have the rose tone, and the gold tone. Let's see, in terms of quantity, we have the least in the rose tone. So let me focus on the silver tone. I think this shows really, really well. So as you'll be able to see, I mean, another massive 60 millimeter timepiece, done a little bit, sort of like almost a Grand Octane, but done with a little bit of like almost a new generation, if you will. I guess I would almost kind of say that. We have the hardened polymer that's on the sides here of the case. That's done in that black. It goes around for the function pushers and the crown. And we include diamonds just right at the very bottom where the perpetual seconds are on this 8040M, this Swiss-made movement for the timepiece. The diamonds go around the 6 different stations, and even the bezel riders have diamonds that are all included. And, oh yeah, first center link going down. How many rows is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of diamonds. And this, again, another massive timepiece. The price tonight, $849.34, but you can bring that home on that value pay of $141.56. Remember, interest-free that carries along. Put the watch on my wrist in just a moment, but I want you to look at the links here too. Love the links. Just a nice, smooth polishing that's been done, almost a non-reflective finish that goes for the center links, but then you'll be able to see too just the vertical brush finish that carries along here also. If you look at the back of the watch, it'll actually tell you the directional arrows. Let me see here if I can get this to work. See the directional arrows right there? That will tell you which way to actually punch the pins through when you want to size this watch to your wrist. Here it goes on my wrist. I'll be able to see. Is there the Mechanics Watch Collector 13 says, is there going to be a 100 millimeter watch? Well, actually, we have over a 400 millimeter wall clock. If you're interested, you can go to Shop HQ, type in Invicta wall clock, and we have Pro Divers. We have some, I think we have a Venom and also a Sub Aquanoma 3, and there will be more wall clocks coming out. Right now, this is pretty big. Not many people do anything of this size and stature. And here's the thing, in partnership with Shaquille O'Neal, he loves diamonds, so we're putting in diamonds that carry along for this watch also. So even me, about my 7-inch, 3 1/4, or 6 3/4, 7-inch wrist, I can still pull this watch off. And you know, the 3 different color choices, I actually like the silver tone the best. I'll show you the other 2 color choices. This is the rose tone. So the rose tone has the center links are done with the rose tone, and then the diamonds, also the bezel, and some of the key components on the inside that make up that dial detail, along with that Swiss-made movement, that 8040M. Final color choice here, you'll be able to see this is, and I'll show you the case back also, this is the gold tone. So again, we have the gold tone that carries through for the function pushers, the crown, the bezel, the center links, and of course on the back, we do have Shaquille O'Neal's signature right there. Great guy to work with. I've only talked to him once or twice on air. Love to dunk on him sometime. That'd be pretty sweet. No, that wouldn't. So, all right. Let me see if there are any other comments. Yes, New York for life. I just had that question a little bit ago about the Money Hydromax dropping. I don't know. Maybe if Dustin is watching right now, he can send me a text message and let me know when the drop date of that Hydromax with the money that's been hydroplated comes up. All right, we're going to move on. This is one more final thing. It's $849.34. That's Valley pays a $141.56, but I believe it's over that $699 price. If you have your Shop HQ card, you want to get into one of these watches, you can extend out that financing, not from 6 months, but Shop HQ will give you another 12 months on top of that, a total of 18 months for you to pay off this timepiece. So we're going to wrap this one up and go on to the next item. So the Blue Label continues to be extremely hot for us as a company, and we're continuing to make more and more designs of the Blue Label. And so with that, why don't we add some diamond to it, right? Because today's diamond night, we have to have diamonds. So here is the offer coming up on the screen right now for the Subaqua Noma 7. This is a beauty. So this watch isn't even a year old yet. And so I'll get into the specifics here in just a moment, but it's $699.94. Valley pays $116.66. I have Subaqua Noma 7 already. Love it. It's one of my favorite builds that we have. And as I mentioned, it's not even a year old yet. I mean, so much design went into this timepiece to carry along just for the bracelet, the expensive function pushers that are on this, the dragon heads that will operate the chronograph on the inside of the timepiece. And then, as you'll be able to see, full pave dial on this watch. So you have all the different diamonds right here that carry along through for the dial. Swiss-made movement, the Ronda Z60, that's going to be a part of that. And here's the kicker right here on the side. Look at the diamonds that we've included in on some of the columns, some of the pillars, and even on the case right there that's behind the pillars. So, I mean, just again, extraordinary in design, exquisite in taste. And let me tell you, when it comes to this, the Blue Label out there, with all the different diamonds that are a part of this, customers can't get enough. Now, here's the thing. We're in single digits when it comes to this timepiece. I don't know what the situation is in terms of inventory, if we're able to bring more back from us. If we have them in our warehouse at Invicta or Shop HQ place an order, they're done or they're going elsewhere. So here's that opportunity. We're talking about 374 diamonds, over 1.5 carats of diamonds on the wrist. I'll put this watch on here so you can see what it looks like. Oh my gosh. This is awesome because, I mean, here's the thing. On my Subaqua Noma 7, this one is mirror polished all throughout. The only place is right up here on the bezel. The main portion of the bezel actually just happens to be a matte finish. All the raised numbers are done to high polish. But on mine, I have a few different finishings that are all a part of this. So along with this, let's see, Godfather says, on my wish list, getting a Blue Label Sand 1 through Sand 7s. Yeah, I agree with that. That's great. Vic says, I just did a Sand 7 week on Insta. Oh, that's cool, Vic. But here's the thing. I mean, look at how beautiful this is. It's with a Blue Label collection. What that means, it's a smaller production run. Everything is done in blue for the plating, and then some little accents of gold tone. As I mentioned before, those accents of gold tone, you'll be able to see right here for the pillars, the bezel riders, and then also some of the little trim work for the hands on the inside of the dial. So absolute beauty. This is item number 679499. Again, remember I said we're in single digits when it comes to this. So if you want to get into over 1.5 carats, 374 diamonds, both inside and outside of this watch, that is the time to do it. Item number 679499. We're going to continue on and go into something a little bit more affordable out there. One of those stock up gifts. I am going to get the link here for you coming up. And here we go. So we have 2 different color choices and we have 2 different sizes. And so it's just going with the Lupa. The Lupa has been just truly iconic to us for 18 years since it was actually debuted, and just a masterpiece of a design. It's our most complex design? Nope, we know that, but it's really one of our most important designs that we've had in 183 years as a company, because it put us on that global map that we now have. This is item number 679494, and I believe did I already put out the link for that? Did I put out the link? I'm multitasking here. I will put it out one more time. Here we go. The Lupa. There you go. And so we have 2 different sizes. For the silver tone, we have the baby Lupa, which is in the middle, and also the silver tone variation, we have the grand Lupa. The only one that's available in the gold tone is actually the Baby Lupa. I'm going to focus on these two for just a moment here. But when you're looking inside of these watches, it's this patented design that we have with this rounded rectangular case. And I forgot to say the price. Actually, the price is very affordable, $59.91. If you want to break that down to Valley pays, about $9.99 over 6 months interest free. So here's what you're getting. You get 12 diamonds in each one of these different variations, whether you're looking at the grand or with the baby, for all the hour markers. That's what they're made up of, 12 different individually set diamonds. And they're all placed on this beautiful grade A mother of pearl. Now, what the Lupa is known for, this patented design, this rounded rectangular case, but then when you turn the watch a little bit, you'll be able to see this magnification. That's a part of the timepiece here for you. So that's where that Lupa, that is that signature characteristic for each and every one of these watches. Now, what I like about the timepiece also is the clasp enclosure. This goes for both the smaller size and also for the grand size, in which you press these two buttons simultaneously. When you do, easily butterflies open. It is really one of the most simple systems to be able to take a watch on off the wrist, and it doesn't require any fingernails. Again, simply press, easily deploy, and you can just push it down, and there's an audible click, and you are good to go. Let me just put this watch on my wrist. Let me tell you, with the solid links that are a part of this watch for both the baby and for the grand, for under 60 bucks. This is, I mean, look at how nice this watch looks. You can go casual, you can go dress up with it, whatever you want. And you were talking about even that upgraded Flame Fusion crystal, which is going to have that hardness and scratch resistance for this timepiece. So you can just take this watch virtually anywhere, and it's just going to stand up to everything out there. Let me just check over the comments here really quick. Watching Good says, Baby Lupas on bracelets are great. Well, I'll just show those two different options really quick. Here are the Baby Lupas on the bracelets, and this one's actually been sized. So I'll just show you really quick. Completely drenched in gold tone, all done in that natural color, that premium stainless steel, with the silver tone variation. Both have mother of pearl, and you'll be able to see with the gold tone variation on the inside, all that gold tone trim work makes up those little attentions to detail. So again, item number 679494. This is the Baby Lupa. And in terms of quantity, we have the least in the Grand Lupa, which is the only one, I guess, in the larger size. But then the Baby Lupa, the gold tone, is more limited than the silver tone. All right, we're going to continue to move on to one of my favorite watches here of the hour. I mean, all of them are great. Let me just get the link ready for this coming up. It's going to be, oh, you know what? I think I missed one. Let's see. Yes, I'm doing this a little bit out of order, so I apologize. So this next watch is actually one of my favorites during the course of the show. It is, again, another Sub-Aqua number 7. Tim Pence, off topic. Any idea when the Beast might be coming back? We had the Beast the other night in a diamond variation, and I think it may have sold out. If not, just go to Shop HQ, Tim, and type in Invicta Beast and see if there are some that are still available. That was a hot watch. We sold a ton of them the other night. Okay, so we're going to get into one more version of the Sub-Aqua number 7, and it happens to be the shutter variation. So this is item number 679499. Oh, thank you, DT Warrior. I appreciate that. So this is the shutter design for the Sub-Aqua number 7. We have 3 different color choices. We have the black, which I think is my favorite. We have the blue, which is going to be the blue label. And then also we have the gold tone. Now these are just, again, beautiful timepieces sitting at that 52 millimeters, not even a year old yet. I mean, great weight that's associated with it, and just extreme attention to design and absolute creativity when it comes to the Sub-Aqua number 7. I really think the Sub-Aqua number 7 is going to rival the Sub-Aqua number 3. Has a little bit of that feel that carries along and a little bit of that DNA that carries through for the bracelet of this. But I just love the design aspects. Let's focus on the gold tone because that is the one that is least in terms of quantity. So with this design out there, you can see we actually have diamonds on the inside of the timepiece. And with this, 26 diamonds make up the hour markers. The movement on the inside is a Swiss-made movement. That is the Ronda 5050C. So this watch will tell you the time, the date of the month, which is indicated down at the bottom of the dial, the day of the week, which is through the top 2 subdials, and then a 12-hour chronograph or stopwatch is all a part of it too. If you notice the individual hour markers, that's where the diamonds are located. There are 26 of those diamonds. They're all a part of it. Now, outside of the gold tone, you'll be able to see this aubergine that's right here off to the side for the function pushers, which are done in the dragon heads, which are the logo for this particular collection. So you can start, stop, and also do a reset for the chronograph here. I'm gonna put this watch on my wrist so you can see what it looks like. What a beauty. We're gonna move off of this in just a second, and I'm gonna show you what's really, really cool about this watch. If you haven't seen it before, take it off. And this is where things get super cool. If you look right here, there's an additional crown. Here's the traditional crown at that 3 o'clock position, but up at about 10 o'clock right here. Look at what happens when I start turning this crown. I'm gonna get it really, really close. Look at what's happening. This is that shutter design. So it almost looks like a typical 3-hand movement right here. And then you open it up. It reveals the chronograph, the date, and also the day of the week. I mean, talk about cool. Here, I'll do one more shot of this again. Isn't that amazing? I just love the designs that we come out with Invicta. Just, every year, every month, every day. I mean, with 3 to 4 or 4 to 5,000 different models every single year. It makes it always fun. It's always exciting for me, and it's also exciting for you guys. So in terms of quantity, the gold tone is the least that we have quantity in. Here is the blue. Show you the blue really quick, and I'll look at that blue mother of pearl. And I'll show you the shutter that goes along with this. Here we go. That's what it looks like. But then one more color variation. This color is hot too. It's a black. Look at this. Check that out. That is hot. Maybe I would go for the black variation. Do you have a little bit more quantity in that? That is a hot watch. It's $499. Value paid $83.25. But I believe you can probably go 12-month financing on that. So your value pays would just be a little bit over $40 if you use your Shop HQ card, interest-free, to get into this. I think maybe I'd go with the black version. All right. I think we have, let's see what we have left. We have 2 more watches. So I'm going to save the mechanical automatic for the last watch of the show. So let me just get the link really quick here. We're going to come up with a watch that we haven't had a material with yet tonight, and that's actually meteorite. Okay, so here is the offer number, and we have 2 different color variations. We've had this watch before, had a lot of great reviews on it, and I got to talk about all the upgrades that are included in with this watch. It's amazing. So it's item number 676828 if you're going to write that down. Otherwise, I just put up the link for it. You can just click on that and go right to Shop HQ. And so it's that 38mm Pro Diver. Now, here's the thing. We'll focus on the black here for just a moment. As you look on the inside of the dial, we include in that meteorite here for the dial, which is that very, very exotic material. I mean, that's a huge upgrade. Second of all, if you notice the hour markers at the 3rd, 6th, and 9th positions, those are actually diamonds, 2 diamonds at each one of those variations. So you have the meteorite dial, which is the Mu Onion Alusta meteorite dial, which crashed in northern Sweden, about the north of the Arctic Circle, about 1 million years ago, discovered in 1906. That is the dial inside of this watch. Then you have the diamonds, ceramic bezel. In addition to that, I believe this one is, yes, 200 meters of water resistance. That's another big upgrade that's a part of it. This bracelet is amazing. I love this 5-link design that carries along for the bracelet. And sapphire crystal, only sapphire crystal of the show here tonight. So you get that ultimate in scratch resistance. It's going to protect the dial, that meteorite dial, protect the diamonds, and just give you easy and visible visibility looking on the inside. But then here's another thing too. It's a mechanical automatic in terms of the design here for the movement. So there's no battery on the inside. And I said there was only one mechanical automatic. I correct myself because this is one of the 2 during the course of the show here tonight. So that 38mm, again, could be worn by virtually anybody out there. Even we made the bracelet generous enough. I would say probably up to about an 8.5-inch wrist. can get into this watch. Again, love the visibility that carries along. In terms of options, we have the least quantity in terms of the black in comparison to the silver tone. So I believe we're going by the metal color. So black, silver tone, ceramic bezel is done in black, ceramic bezel done in white on this variation. Okay, we're gonna go to one final watch here. And again, that is $289.71. Value pay, $48.29 to get into one of those two watches. Okay, I'm gonna get the link here for the final watch of this sort of impromptu YouTube show. And you guys, a lot of you are online right now. If you would like, I would appreciate if you liked this style. If you would like me to do this again, we could potentially start doing this a little bit more from my home. I think it's fun. It's great. Didn't have to travel to work tonight, but still got to be here as a part of the Power Play show, and appreciate each and every one of you being here tonight and viewing. I genuinely appreciate it. So let us know. Invicta Mike says yes. Nightwing says yes. Vic says this was cool. Invicta Mike, very cool. Tim, love the show. Thank you very much. It's a little bit different for me because I have the watches here. I had to get all the watches in order. Had my quantities in front of me here. Actually, that's what this is I have in front of me. You know, all the watches off to one side, off to the other, just trying to work with you guys. Have my little timer here so I know how long things are going right now. But watching out, cool. Thanks, you guys. That makes me feel great. Vic says, bring back the lunchtime with RJ. That'd be kind of cool. Frank Rail says, yes, keep doing this. Like it. It's a little bit more personal and enjoyable. Well, thank you. Sheldon, thank you. Fantastic job. Do it again. Paul Brown, thank you for tuning in. Dickerson, this has been an unplugged feeling. Most definitely, my friend. So, all right. Well, let me just go with this final watch here of the show. We have presented this before at the network, but I have to say, I want to save the best for last, almost in my opinion here. This would be a watch that I would absolutely love to have in my collection. The item number is 681497. It is the Man of War blue label and loaded with diamonds. You're going to see off to the side of the screen right now in the chat. Here's a link to this watch. Now, here it is. The Man of War, I mean, first of all, it's just such a cool timepiece in of itself. It's this cushion style case design. Look at even the crown protector is a two system to be able to access a crown. So that crown is just fully covered, fully protected in a very, very unique fashion. But here's the deal. 208 diamonds, 87 points going around this double row for the bezel. And then being that ghost variation, you can see through the entire timepiece. You see my finger behind. We have a crystal in the back, crystal on the front. We have that bridge movement that's a part of it that carries along. You can see the balance wheel that's right up about that 10 o'clock position of the watch there. The decorated movement that's a part of the timepiece also. I think this is just absolutely amazing. The price tonight, $649.82. Value pays $108.30, but I believe you can get in the 12-month financing, so it cut it down to about $54 if you wanted to use your Shop HQ card and opt for that 12-month financing. Now, this might be the watch I would pick out of the whole course of the show, although I'm just looking at all these. It'd be great. Okay, so here's the thing. Mechanical automatic, no battery on the inside. Really the dial, or excuse me, the movement is what makes up the entire dial of this timepiece out there. And of course, it's a blue label variation. So everything is done in the blue. We have the diamonds and then little accents of gold tone that carry through here for the timepiece. I just want to make sure. Yep, it does say blue label on the back. I just wanted to double check. You can see right across the movement there. Let me see. It might be a little hard to see, but it's at that 90-degree angle. It does say blue label. You can see me talk behind through the watch too. Look at that. A little bit of a dome crystal that's a part of it. Just gives a slight magnification depending on the angle you're actually looking inside of the timepiece. But you know what? We have, here's the deal. I don't know when this is going to air next, but there are less than 20 that are available. So this might be plucked up here the next few days from people just shopping online. Don't know for sure, but if you want to secure just a beautiful pick, this is the one. So again, it's that Man of War. It is item number 681497. And as I mentioned, we have less than 20 that are available. So it's been great time here. Let me just check and see if there's anything else here. Roy Smith says, let's do this again real soon, RJ. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Bad at the Bone says, this is more comfortable setting, more personal vibe, says Trap Vision. Matthew says, definitely. Marie says, yeah, for sure. Let's do this again. Trap says, this is a great substitute for power play. All right, great. Well, hopefully I've been at least entertaining for you guys tonight. I appreciate all of you that have been here. If you like it, if you had fun in the show, I don't know where it is, but give a little thumbs up here for everything. That'd be great. I see there are about 20 of you that have already done it here in the last 45 minutes. But if for some reason you are not following me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, please do so. Give me a follow at Invicta Ryan, because I'll be posting some more photos of this really, really soon. And here, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of something else here I'll be posting very soon. I just have to go back in my photos. Let me find it right here. Let's do a quick little show, and then it's coming. It's coming very soon. That's all I'm going to say. So again, be sure to follow me on social media. You guys take care. Enjoy each and every one of you being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for tuning into the show. Maybe you found a timepiece tonight. Celebrate that Diamond Day. So I am going to hit the end stream here really soon, but I'll be in touch. And let me just tell you when I'm coming back on the show next. I think it's tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. Nope, Tuesday. I'll be on Tuesday from 10 to midnight with Kenny. That's 10 to midnight Eastern. So tune in then. And again, if you have any watch ideas, please send them to me directly. That's invictacollectors@gmail.com. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. And also, happy Thanksgiving, a couple days early to all of you. So enjoy. I'll chat with you soon. Thanks for being here with the Diamond Watches with Invicta Ryan here tonight. Take care, everybody.